You know, since I used to be a Democrat myself, one of the things that I genuinely love the most is watching other black folks wake up and realize that the Democrat Party really ain't all it's cracked up to be. You know, the Democrat Party has lied to us continuously. In actuality, the Democrat Party is detrimental to black people. It is beautiful, honestly, to watch people even just have the conversation, right? Just cracking that door open. I love seeing, and that is the theme of today's video. As a matter of fact, I will have a part 2 tomorrow because I got too many clips to go in one video and I don't want to keep you guys here forever. So part 2 coming tomorrow. Stay tuned. With that being said, let's hop right on into clip number 1. Check it out.
Now, every group is more powerful than black folks. That's not Donald Trump's work. That's not Joe Biden's work. That's Barack Obama's work. Before Barack Obama gets elected, you are the priority minority. The government wasn't doing nothing for you, but they had to address your issues. Whether they were for it, whether they were against it, you couldn't ignore black people. Every president until Obama had to make a stand on where they stood regarding the black agenda. Barack Obama changed the game. He was the first president in American history black people asked to do absolutely nothing. When he gets out of office, Trump takes over, and all of a sudden, Al Sharpton, who met with Barack Obama more than any black leader ever met with a president in history. Dr. King didn't meet with Kennedy and Lyndon Baines Johnson as much as Al Sharpton met with Obama, but Al Sharpton didn't deliver a single tangible good to the black community from all those meetings with Obama. Not nothing. And so when Trump gets in office, black people say, well, Donald Trump, you got to be accountable. And Donald Trump looked at us like we was crazy. You just had a black man in the White House for 8 years. Ain't did shit for none of you. Ain't do a damn thing, and y'all celebrated him.
Oh, the great savior, Obama. Man, do I love people waking up and realizing that Barack Obama was actually pretty garbage. The only thing he had going for him was that he was part black. And that's also the thing that a lot of people forget. He's only half. He had a white mother, but somehow that like escapes people's minds because he's like, especially Democrats, because he's like he is like their messiah or something. Like he is like the golden boy, the golden child of the Democrat Party. In actuality, he was absolutely garbage. But here's the next clip, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out.
From my research, Lyndon Baines Johnson said it best. I'll have these N-words on Democrat for the next, 200 years, he said something like that. And when you have a party that is promoting everything that this book, the Bible, goes against, at a certain point, people are just like, oh, this is crazy. Multiple genders? What is that? I can't even discipline my children anymore because you want to take my children away from me? What is that? You saying my wife should leave the home and not me? What is that? I can cut my genitals off and I could become a woman? What is that? Right? And so when you have all of this up and you're like, wait, whoa, we're tired. We're tired. The black community is tired of being taken for granted. The Christian community is tired of the immoral stuff that's going on. Psalms 33 says, blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord. And it says somewhere, I believe in Proverbs or Psalms, one of the two, it is righteousness that exalts a nation. And right now, we're not a righteous nation.
Come on now. Ah, absolutely. See what I mean? People waking up. Here's a gentleman that you guys may recognize, Officer Tatum, along with somebody else that you will recognize as well, Stephen A. Smith, saying something that I've been saying for a while now. You guys can check the tape, right? Everything's been recorded, so you guys can go back in history and check the videotapes. This is something that I've been saying for quite some time now. Check it out.
Somebody told me an interesting story about Ice Cube. He went to the Republicans.
And the Democrats.
And he went to the Republicans and the Democrats. He went to the Republicans and said, hey, I want to do something for the black community. He struck a deal with the Republicans, with Donald Trump, to do something incredible for the black community.
They were willing to listen to him, and the Democrats were not.
You know, he struck a deal with Donald Trump. He go to the Democrats, they brushed him off. They shoot him. They didn't even talk to him. And I feel like you've been saying this forever. they've been doing us like this for years.
Yes.
Because when you sold out to one side, they don't have to work for you.
I've been saying this for over 25 years. Over 25 years, whenever I've been speaking on politics,
Right.
I have always said, for one election, I want black folks to vote Republican just to put the Democrats on notice that you have to work for our vote too. And to put the Republicans on notice, you might have a shot at getting our vote if you cater to us the way you cater to other communities. That's all I've ever said. What I would say instead is that when we look at the Democratic Party today and you listen to supporters of the Democratic Party, they will talk about a plan that the Democrats have in place that benefits our community. My point is, where is it? When does it work? And unfortunately, on too many occasions in our society, we've got politicians who've mastered the art of exploitation and not mastered the art of uplifting. And that's really what this comes down to. And that's the problem.
And I think the worst of them are the black ones. The black people who represent the community have failed us. The black leaders, not all of them, but I think a good number of them, because they are perpetuating this, the very thing that has held us back. But the Democrats have done the worst job than anybody.
Is he wrong? I would argue he's 100% on point. And to go along with the, hey, black people should all vote Republican in one election, I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Because, it's exactly what Stephen A. described there. And you can see it in the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party don't give a crap about black people. They'll say that they do, but their actions say otherwise. You know, I once heard a great philosopher by the name of Michael Beasley, former NBA player. I'm kind of joking about philosopher. But he said something once that I think fits with this situation. And he said, I don't think people tell you who they are. They waste words telling you who they want you to think you. I don't think people tell you who they are. They waste words telling you what they want you to think they are. And then he went on to say, you know, a lion doesn't tell a zebra when it's dinner time. Like a lion doesn't tell a zebra, hey, I'm a lion. A lion just shows up, and if you don't understand that it's a lion, then you on the menu. Like, you just know. You know because of the lion's actions. You know, right? And that perfectly describes the Democrat Party, right? They'll tell you that they're this, but that's who they want you to think they are. And if a lion has to tell you it's a lion, it's probably not a lion. You would know. You know what I'm saying? Because a lion ain't gonna talk to you. If a lion walks up to you and tells you, hey, I'm a lion, bro, well, you can bet your ass that's not a lion. You'd be dead. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when Democrats get up here and tell us that they care so much about black people, or they care so much about this and that, like, no, you don't. Because we would tell by your actions, and your actions say otherwise. Case in point, I always go back to the Chicago situation. You closed down that school for them black kids, but you reopened it for the illegals. You told the black kids you ain't have no more money, but when the illegals showed up, you had all the money in the world. And yet you'll still get in front of that podium and say, oh, I care about black people so much. No, you don't. Your actions say otherwise. If you have to tell me you're a lion, you're not a lion. Just saying. Shout out to Michael Beasley, though. Here's the last clip, and I'm going to let y'all get out of here.
The reality is this. Black people's voting is not in danger, and you know it's not. And you know it's not. I'm 63 years old. I've been voting since I was 18. I have never had a problem voting. Now, that may apply to my mother and father. It applies to my grandparents. Surely it does. And in fact, because it does, every single person in this room, including that Jewish lady that just got up and talked, need to really be thanking us. Really need to be thanking us for getting y'all the right to vote, for getting y'all the right to be here, instead of sitting up here manipulating the Voting Rights Act like something's getting ready to happen to our right to vote, when you know that's not true. So now you all gonna drag black people in here, definitely some senior citizens, and gonna have them come up here and talk about how they scared to vote, how this messed up the right to vote, women need to vote, all that junk. when you know it's not true. Just like you sit up here and make like black people can't get IDs. Us requiring IDs to vote. It's going to stop black people from voting. Why black people ain't got IDs? See, you all get more and more ridiculous. But you can't, in this room full of these black people, talk about that federal case that just got filed Monday that's talking about how you all are stealing property at Cook County sales. Where the black people in here? Raise your hand that if they told you to come in here to talk about how your property got stolen. Where you at? Huh? Because we got commissioners in here that know for a fact it's happening. Catskill, you know it's happening. Lori, you know it's happening. Michael Scott, you know it's happening. Lamont Williams, come on, you give up cases for the county. You know it's happening. Donna Miller, you know what's happening. Well, come on, y'all black people that they done send here with these 501c3s, that they got y'all in here talking for them. Why y'all ain't in here talking about how they stealing our property?
1 minute.
Where y'all at? Come on, because y'all getting ready to come up here to this mic and lie for the cameras to say that black people's voting is done by this Louisiana thing and Donald Trump and the Trump administration, when Donald Trump is in front of the Supreme Court right now fighting for the 14th Amendment, saying that black people, that amendment was for black people.
30 seconds.
Not for birthrights, not for people to anchor themselves over here illegally. And they got y'all black people in here getting ready to talk against him. I mean, y'all real sick up in the head. You sick in the head and more sicker in your spirit. This is insane.
Time has expired for the speaker. Next
Y'all
speaker,
crazy.
Taiwan Sim.
Yeah. Some people are sick. Some people are sick. And it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate, but there are a lot of people who have gotten the antidote and are not sick anymore. And it is beautiful to see. Absolutely beautiful to see. But shout out to those folks, man. And once again, part 2 coming tomorrow on this, because I got some more clips, but I don't want to keep y'all here forever. All right. But yeah, man. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions. Thank you for tuning in as always. I greatly appreciate all of the continued love and support. Thank you guys so much. Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.